High five. I'm going to yell at you. High five. Woo. Ooh. Hey, I was looking over here at the Ramada. Wow. Somebody's got a homeless person has a, well, let's just look at it. It's around. It's like to the moon, yeah. Okay, well, I know that's what caught my attention. So how you doing today? How you doing this afternoon, huh? Lip gloss. Gotta gloss my lips. Got some chai green tea. Let's do a cheers together. Storage units. I went to my storage unit finally. It's a loser situation, I'm telling you. There were 2 other people there. So I talked to the guy next to me. Oh my gosh. He has twice the size that I do, and his is packed full. You'll see mine. In fact, let's just go ahead and look at what I did while I was at storage. Here we go. I got a lot of stuff to throw out. I'm seeing it all a little plainly and clearly. It's not that much stuff. I just shouldn't be spending $107 to keep junk. So I'm going to start bagging up, I think, a little bit of the garbage. That might be today's work. We'll see. I want to keep these bags. These are phenomenal bags. I get these in Flagstaff. They're like $1 a piece at the laundromat. Really nice bags. I'm going to keep these. These are keepers. I can put them in the back, my back area. Yeah. 2, 3 of these. Let's put these in the back. Well, at least I think I've got a plan. What I'm going to do, so much of this stuff I want my son and daughter-in-law to check out. Oh, I'm talking.
I got a small.
Yeah, go ahead.
You got a smaller space than I do.
Yeah, and I don't even need this. I'm going to get rid of it and get rid of my storage completely.
Oh yeah.
I have. I mean, I was in Flagstaff for 6 months, and obviously I don't need anything in here. So I'm going to get rid of it.
Well, it's just like throwing money in the trash barrel.
I know, it's like $600 was spent while I was in Flagstaff for what?
Yeah.
Nothing. My neighbor, yeah.
I didn't know I was going to get in that situation.
Yeah. Well, yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'll park at his place, and then we'll drive here together, and the three of us, and at least then, and then I can load up in their SUV what they want. Because I know, remember that, I don't know if some of you remember that shower. It's really nice. I don't know if they want it or not, but I do know that I got my tent and I got 2 chairs that they're gonna want. And I think my daughter-in-law is gonna play around with my wigs. I might keep one and play around with that, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, well, I'm gonna go dump at least some of the garbage here. I'm gonna go dump that and text them and say, well, we need to set up a time so we can all come here when they're not busy. I think that's a good thing. And see what's going on. There's so much of this stuff is going to get thrown out. It just is. Yeah, so the guy next to me, you saw how much I have in mine. It's not that much. And I got that nice table in there. It's really nice. And, I remembered that my curtains up here, I did my curtains using that table. And I could do things on it. It was nice. But there's just not that much stuff in there, and it's to be paying $107 a month. And since I've had the storage, it's gone up like $40. Yes. So, anyways, so I talked to the guy next to me, and I looked in, it's like, oh my gosh, it's twice the size. He pays over $200 a month. Yeah. And it's packed full of ceramics. He was into ceramics. There's like box after, I don't even know how he could even look to see what he has, because it's so packed in there tight, and it goes all the way to the back. Boxes about this big of ceramic stuff. So I said, well, he wants to get rid of his too. He said what he's probably going to have to do is give it all away. Unbelievable. How is he going to give all that stuff away? I mean, that's a lot of stuff. It was to the ceiling. Yeah. Oh, somebody's crying. I'm seeing so much out my window. They're walking, and it looks like mom and daughter. She looks older, but adult child. But she's crying and holding her. Oh, my gosh. This morning, they're out here at the park. There must have been a main leak, a water leak, because water was just flowing down. And the part of the park got flooded. Then I looked over, and a coyote was walking. You'd be amazed at what you can see. I know I digress. You'd be amazed at what you can see when you drive around when you're nomad, like at 4 a.m. Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, I keep getting distracted out this window. So he's thinking of just giving his stuff away. Can you imagine spending year after year $200 a month, and then in the end you give it all away? Well, I do know that Max, he had a lot of issues with his storage, and he had storage back in Michigan and in Quartzsite. He went back, I know of, twice. And I bet there's a couple more in there where he drove back in the summertime. It was a chance to see his family. So that's, But he was spending a lot of his time on his storage. He finally got all of his storage cleaned out. Now, if you really do need the storage, and some people just do, well, that's fine. But I'm telling you that it can be a trap. It's a trap. Because you're going to say, well, I just really don't know what to do with this stuff. I don't want to get rid of this stuff. I don't know what to do with it. So let me just ignore it and keep it. It's not really that much money. Yeah, no, it's a trap. I'm telling you, it really is. Don't do it. If you're going to be a nomad, don't do it. I keep watching over here. Wow. I mean, he's seriously, I think he's got everything piled up on a wheelchair, but it's almost piled to the ceiling what he has. Unreal. Yeah, that can't be fun. I'm talking about my storage. He's walking around with his storage. Yeah. I got my bins here. I got my drawers, and a little bit in the back. And this all I own. I live such a minimal life. So what I'm going to do is get a hold of my daughter. I think I explained that in the video. So I'll just leave that. Yeah. So I did text her. And I'll wait and see, what she says. I think in the next couple of days, I want to get rid of everything. I don't want it to bleed into another month of $107. I could use that $107, and I really don't want anything in there. I'm afraid to go through it. It's like, oh no, what if I start bringing things in? I know that there's some sunglasses in there I want to grab. And I probably have room for them, and I'll go through and see what I want. And I wouldn't mind grabbing one of the wigs. And then I need to go through all of the clothes, just in case. But you know what? I mean, at this point, I think I love the clothes. I love the winter clothes that I have. This top here, is so comfortable, and it fits me like a glove. It's wonderful for winter and cooler days. I'm serious. I have 5 of these. I have 2 that I haven't opened. I just want to make sure that they don't stop manufacturing these, Yeah, I'm to making these. So I'm going to keep them in there. They're new. I mean, after a while, when you wash black, it can turn out to be gray. So I've got a couple more just in case. And then there's these, the sleeveless turtlenecks that I had that kind of cut around. And girls, you know what I'm talking about. I think I've got 4 of those. Yeah, 1 that I haven't opened yet. And just to save it for next year, because like I said, they might not offer them again. And I've had that happen. If I really like something, it's like, oh no, they don't have it anymore. So yeah. And then I've got these. These are like, what are they? They're leggings. Yeah, they fit really nice. And I've got 2 of these hidden down there. I know. This is what I like to wear. And it's just the way it is. I want to have them when I want to have them. And if I want to, if one of them gets a snag, although they don't, they're really strong, I want to know that I have another one ready to go. But yeah, I think I've got like 5 of these. I don't have to think about my outfit. The only thing I have to think about is it going to be warm today or is it going to be cool? Do I wear my short sleeve black turtleneck or my long sleeve? And then I've got a couple other things for more fancy. Yeah. I just don't want to think about clothes. And I don't want to wear a bunch of flashy color. I just want black. Just give me black. I don't have to think about anything. So going through my clothes and my storage, yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to start pulling things out. I need to just cut it off. Yeah, let my daughter-in-law go through some of the things and see, because they're not bad, but see if there's some things that she might like. So, yeah. Well, I'm going to end this, okay? How to live in a minivan, the Minivan Lee way. It's on Amazon. It's not expensive, and it's an encyclopedia. A to Z of van life, okay? It's the most comprehensive book on the market. It touches every subject, okay? Yeah. And I've got 8 years living in my minivan if you want a good, a good read. But it talks about 8 years living in my minivan, all the different things, funny people that I've met, funny times that we all gathered in Quartzsite, and romance and traveling and boo-boos and getting pulled over a couple times. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So it's all there, and it's a good read. It's a fun read. Yeah. So I recommend both of them. Both. Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow morning with something. Okay. Do you like my morning videos? Let me know in comments and ask me questions. You can ask me anything. If it's so personal, I probably won't answer. But yeah, you can ask me. See you tomorrow. Bye.